Hello everyone, today I want to walk you through a typical soccer individual training session. Starting off, I just dribble with the ball using my both feet for a couple minutes. It's important to warm up properly before you get into the actual training because that will help prevent injuries. I see a lot of players who neglect the warm-up part of training sessions because either they are young and not experienced or they haven't had any major injuries. It's very dangerous to start doing long crosses or power shots before you get your bodies warmed up. Me, I have experiences with multiple injuries, so I dedicated at least 20 minutes to my warm-up. This is the first soccer training session that I've done in a couple of weeks because I injured my Achilles tendon and I had to rest for a couple of weeks. You'll see in a bit that I had to change my shoes because these Nike Magista shoes were irritating my Achilles tendon. So next up, I did some juggling with the ball for about 10 minutes just to loosen up my body a bit more. I personally love juggling and I think that it's a really good way to get quality touches on the ball. After juggling, I move on to do some stretches, and then after that I will do some agility drills. Oh, and one thing to note here is that when you are doing stretches, you should not hold, because stretching out your muscle too much will actually increase your risk of injuries. Now, to have an effective training session, you don't need to have a lot of fancy equipment. All you really need is a ball. As you can see, I just picked up some stones that I found lying around and used them as cones. For this agility drill, I'm showing you one set and you should do 3 sets of these. These agility drills will work on your explosiveness and quickness. Next up, I did some shooting drills with both my left foot and my right foot. However, my left Achilles tendon was hurting whenever I take a shot with my right foot, so I only decided to do 3 shots with my right foot and then I move on to shooting with my left. So shooting is the main focus of my training session, so I spend about 45 minutes to an hour on just shooting alone. I also incorporated some zigzag drills leading up to the shot just to make things a little more interesting. Of course, you can choose to design the drills however you like it. My left foot hurt every time I took a step to take a shot with my right foot, so I just took it easy on these shots. After I'm done with the shooting drills, I just do some push-ups. In this case, I did 20 push-ups for 3 sets just to work on my upper body for a little bit. The next drill that I did was to work on my fitness, so I alternate between running at around 70 to 80% and a slow jog. So I did 50 meters at 80% and 50 meters slow jog, and I repeat that 8 times and rest for about 2 minutes, and then I do that for 3 sets. Before I did my cool down stretches, I just did some seated juggle for about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't recommend doing cool down stretches right after the workout. You should at least wait for around 5 to 10 minutes before you start doing your cool down stretches. Cool down is a crucial part of any training sessions, and all players know this, but most players don't do it. Younger players can get away with not doing cool down stretches, but the older you get and the more injuries you've experienced, then the more important cooling down is for you and the effectiveness of your training sessions. This is everything, and I hope that your next training session will be an effective one.